What is going on, people? Welcome. Johnny here, and I am going to start a new RimWorld game. Here is the mod list, and you can kind of see it. I'll just stop at the bottom every time so you can pause it and see them all if you want. Some of the key stuff we're playing here is this is going to test the Empire, my Rimhammer Empire mod. So it's going to be a dwarf, a slayer, and an Empire guy. Probably one of the faith pawns. I want to do like an Ulric faith pawn. They're broken, but it'll be fun, and we'll see where it goes. So I'm also adding in Halflings of the Moot, which is done by one of the guys on the Discord, Zazzle, who also happens to be a patron. So we're going to work his in too, because it is a Warhammer theme mod. I try to keep my mod list as small as possible. I have Z levels going here, you'll see. So the Dawi should be able to have some fun with that. And then, yeah, pick up and haul, just some of the basic stuff I always use. People always ask where the floors come from. Extra walls and floors and better walls and floors. Better walls and floors retextures the vanilla stuff, and it's phenomenal. I have a bunch of the vanilla expanded animal packs in because I love those as well. And that's pretty much that. I have jewelry, hand and footwear, because I recently allowed those for the Dawi, so dwarves can wear that stuff if they're so inclined. I also have RPG style inventory. I've been doing an offline game, just trying to get things together to see what the best mod pack is for medieval, Rimhammer, or just medieval in general. So far I think I've got it nailed. We're going to do Giddy Up as well, because it's fun watching people ride stuff. So anyways, I've already set up the game. Most people don't give a shit about what the random seed is and all that, so we'll just jump right in. I'll introduce the characters. Alright, so here we are on the world map, down here in the south, in the tundra. That's the custom icon I made for an Empire castle for the player. You can see where other empires use this, other Empire settlements for the main Empire faction use this pretty basic looking Warhammer Empire symbol of an iron cross and a skull. So, anyways, this is the map too. I chose a mountainous map because Dawi like to go into the mountains. So I picture a big castle here with some Dawi living quarters in the back. Something cool like that. I'm trying to gear this Empire mod up to be all about the building. Let's go look at the research. The building of awesome castles. And their endgame quest is going to be to survive like massive chaos raids when I get to implementing that, which hopefully by the end of this playthrough that is implemented. So right now I have their research scattered all over the place here, but everything's gonna stay, but things might get reworked. I spent a lot of time getting this dwarf one looking good, so at some point, so I started with that as a base, so I knew like where to put things, because there's a lot of things that sort of coincide. So these might move, but either way, this is all we have for now. Not all. I mean, it's kind of a lot for a mod, right? So the beastmen don't have really anything, but they're beastmen. They don't need anything. So anyways, let's look at our characters. I named them after patrons. We have Josh here. Josh is obviously a dwarf slayer, male, age 336. Hopefully that's not like ancient for a Dawi. You'll see I'm going to play this in dev mode because if there's any errors with this Empire mod, or even with the Dawi, potentially I'm going to have to go fix them. So anyways, he's a dwarf child of the far north. Nice. And he's a slayer settler. So I don't know why the slayers get so many traits, but he's got a shit ton of traits. Slayers always end up with nudist. They're somewhat inclined to get tough and iron-willed. I think they're inclined to get brawler as well. Nimble, that's just dumb luck. Body Pierce, that's dumb luck, and that's probably going to bite me in the ass eventually, and great memory. So that's Josh, named after patron, Josh Grace, and Alexander over here, it's actually female. Oh, maybe I should rename Alexandra? Bam, look at that. Alright, so I didn't muck with anything here other than I just generated a ton of pawns of this type, and then this guy's armor, or Alexandra's armor, I think it's Gromrel. Oh, it's Plasteel, which is pretty fantastic armor. but it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to dick around making armor. So we have Tough, Kind, and Ulric Blessed. Now, she is 43, so there is a chance for a little romance between these two at some point. But we'll see how that goes. So anyways, yeah, I didn't mess with any of the stats. They did end up being pretty freaking decent. So you can see this axe is the custom axe that I made for, let's go look at gear, for the Ulric pawns. And it's actually pretty legit. It does a decent amount of damage. Let's go look at the faith powers. So I recently added this message here so you know how to get new faith powers. And I only have 3 per god because they're super OP. Here, I can test this one right now. Right there. Is it gonna go? Yeah, it's going. Wham! Look at that shit. Holy crap. And it destroys Overhead Mountain too. If there's Overhead Mountain where it hits, it will destroy it and it'll put collapsed rocks in its place. The idea being, if you go read that, that's I shouldn't have done that because now I can't cast it for a good long while. 120 seconds. No, that's the cooldown. Yeah, okay, so it'll come back eventually. But anyways, so Ulric swings his mighty warhammer and smashes it down and smites whatever's underneath it. It'll destroy chunks. It'll kill any critters. These guys do have a few horses. I didn't really mean to leave them in there, so maybe I should just destroy them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna destroy the horses because it seems kind of cheap. There you go. All right, so they don't have any horses. I'm gonna take the liberty then and go ahead and start setting some stuff up. The downside here, if we go look at production, we have to research. We have to have 2 different research benches to perform Empire versus Dawi research, but it is what it is. Anybody can use the research bench. It's just a matter of who can. That you have to build 2 of them. So I'm gonna unforbid everything on the map. Both these dicks better haul. We better, yeah, we're gonna prioritize. Oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. We should set up hauling as a priority right now. And then we will hopefully be able to construct some type of little spot to survive. You'll see we're already getting this need warm clothes warning on our Slayer. So let's see, it's 53 degrees. Let's go check. You are only good to 41. So our Slayer is going to have some problems here if we don't get some clothes on him. Let's get this thing going. Ah, come on, an air already? What the fuck? All right, neither of our pawns is any good at constructing here. So we have a 2 and a 1. That's a bit problematic. Hopefully we have some plant skill. We're going to worry about that when we get there, though. So for the minute, we just need somewhere inside where we can not freeze to death. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to build a table as well. I'm going to let them continue hauling shit while I do this. Nothing's going to turn out nice here, I can tell you that. Couple sleeping spots next to each other. Oh, with the passion, hopefully the skill goes up rather fast. We might have to go do some plant chopping. Is anybody decent at plants? You're a 6 and you're a 5. That's fantastic. Architect orders I should probably get some food in the ground too. I make this mistake every time of not planting. Why don't I turn off the roof thing? Not planting food, and we do have this nice little area right next to us here. There is a mod that makes it easy to select where you want your growing zone, but of course I do not have that mod right now. So let's go rice for the minute. And for wildlife, well, there's some elk. We're probably, well, I guess we could use that spell. Oh, he's got it back already. Faith. Okay, so we go look at his needs. He did use some faith pool. So under misc, for regaining magic powers, a meditation spot. And it's super high priority. He'll do it like right away if he's below like 66% or something. And let's build a torch lamp in there. All right. Well, he got it all. She got it all built, and she's now level 2, people. Ah, shit. Josh is being attacked by a warg already. Draft up, dude. Give that warg to... Where the hell is Alexandra? to the rescue. She doesn't do caring, so if he gets botched, I don't know if we end up with any meds. You must start with some medicine, right? It's my scenario. I think I'd know that. All right, good. He stunned the piss. Beautiful job, Josh. Beautiful job. Nowhere to put it. Nowhere to put a warg. So let's go ahead and allow animal corpses as well that are not rotten. All right, Josh. How bad did you get beat up? So the Slayer scars start already. All right, good. He's gonna tend himself. Not very well, and we don't have a ton of medicine. They're still picking shit up that's all over the map here. Alright, well, next bet. She's gone to bed. I should have built some beds. So there's a ton of stuff they can reclaim, so they're going to get on top of that here. Might as well, and then we'll rip up all these floors too. I'm also trying to get them focused on doing some... What is that? That's just a stick of wood or something. Yeah, getting some growing done. Now, the spell is back, so if we need to hunt something, we need somebody to do some butchering, and we need a fire as well. I have to get the basics out of the way first. It is pretty warm in there, but I don't think it's going to stay very warm in there for very long. I think we'll set this one not to refuel. Somebody get over there and build that. You. All right, and then we need a butcher spot as well. Just some of the most basic stuff that we can get. Oh God, something bad happening? No, I accidentally clicked the wrong button or something like that. All right, so bills, add bill, butcher creature. I'm gonna do forever, but in a really tiny radius here. I want to see if we can use that spell or that magic prayer. What are you doing? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Alright, so they're back to bed. Anyways, so we're going to focus on trying to get some food going here. We have these packaged survival meals, but ideally we wouldn't have to eat them all right away. I'm going to set them both to... Oh, that's too bad we don't have anything, because... Who's our talker here? Warden, Alexandra. Because we could buy some more Dawi. It's a little early for some more pawns anyway. So, that's fine, right? And they only have humans anyway, which is unfortunate. Yeah. And I've never really gotten this caravan when I was anybody other than dwarfs. We don't need weapons. Medicine is going to be important. What else can we get? We're not going to need meals, I don't think. It'd be nice to have a wand of resurrection, but this stuff's way outside of what we can afford right now. I'm just going to set that to be hauled right away, and hopefully somebody gets to it without having to run all the way back and forth. Alright, so now we can make meals. Cook simple meal. Nah, 10's too many. We'll say 8. If you get down to 2, make some more. And I'm going to have to do that twice because you always do. 8 and 2. We could totally just smash the hammer down on top of these guys. Look at this dude. I can't believe all the... I have to look up that recruit caravan. I bet I have some code that only makes... Oh, what happened there? That only makes them turn into Dawi if the pawns... Or, sorry, if the faction that the player is playing is Dawi. Alright, nice. So this will give us some starting material. I want to get some basic stuff in place in terms of defense. Now, ideally, what I foresee being here, we could close this off. We can't really make proper walls yet, like Empire Castle walls. We have to do a bunch of research for that. But I think it's going to be in our best interest to make some beds sooner rather than later. So we should probably get on top of that, right? An elk is self-tamed, you don't say. That's not a bed. That is... Oh my... Oh, okay, good. I thought for a second we weren't going to be able to make beds, and that was going to be majorly problematic. Alright, that means we're going to need a zone for animals, so let's manage. This will be animals. Okay, close. Alright, well, we'll get this set up. We need to get some action here. Oh, we just got a shit ton of hairs, and I have no idea what they're for. They were all for the Slayer. I don't know if you guys are curious about the hairs that I end up finding and having to track. Looks like I have no clue what this could be about. They're all the same, though. That's really the downside of having so many... That was a poor bet anyways. So many different mods going. It just leads to all kinds of issues. I don't want to start mining yet. What do I need to do? I need to get focused. Here's what I need to do. So I guess we could start hauling this stuff in. Come on. See what we end up with. We do need to start bringing blocks over. Can I make a bench production to cut stone? I cannot. So we do need to get some research going here. And I guess the question is, do we want Dawi bench for breaking down blocks or Empire bench? Now the Dawi one's going to be more attractive. I think that's marble there. So let's do this. Hey, some huskies join. You guys can go to the animal spot too. That gives us 4 animals straight away. That's the temp in there. It is really hot. I'm going to let the default Empire names ride. I have a ton of names in there. I might as well use them. Don't have to come up with something every time. I've blocked the animals. Ooh, he's already construction level 4. Bio. Don't botch it. We don't have a lot of options with these blocks. I should also go around and see if there's anything else we can claim on the map. That's typically a valuable step. And you want to do floors right away. And we have visitors. Sounds like Dawi. Nice. You can tell the Dawi because they always chant when they march like that. That we can deconstruct. I missed it before apparently. Okay, well that's it for the stuff. What is that? Rubies. Okay, so that's coming from the jewelry mod, I believe. Alright, well I guess we can have Alexandra go out and do some talking to these guys when they show up. Josh, not as much of a talker. Bronchi. Go trade with Branky. They'll buy meals. Potion of healing, cigarettes. We can't really afford anything. We could buy... Those are some really expensive cigarettes. There's an Empire wool robe, but we can't afford that either. Alright, there you go. Another day has passed. These dudes just make themselves at home. Come on in. Wake us up, why don't you? Alright, another thing taken apart. I think our dogs might starve to death here. That's ever going to be a thing. Oh, they are mating. Yeah, there's no food and there's almost no wildlife. Let's see if we can hunt with this spell. I don't know what's going to happen. But if we can catch these guys out in a group. Now, hopefully we don't get attacked right about the time I use my spell. I need a big group of these bros. Here we go. I'm going to just target that one. Alright, yeah, you can totally hunt with it, but it is going to destroy all kinds of crap that's around there. And cannot pick up too heavy. What the hell does that mean? I don't know why they won't put it in here where they put the... Somebody maybe had it... Oh, the dogs had it reserved. That's what's going on. Well, we just made some food for the dog. I think we're going to have to actually come over here and hunt. The old-fashioned way. Nice work, gang. Nice work. Here's another. Okay, they really beat the shit out of those things fast. What happened? Did he, like, hit it on the head? He destroyed his head. What about this one? He seemed to go down pretty fast, too. Ah, right rear leg. I don't know. Oh, the dogs will eat well tonight. And I noticed that we didn't have any food. That's why I did that. Because they should be making regular meals wide open here, but they're not. We're going to need some clothes for this Dawi. No one's going to do this research either, but we need to get to stone cutting. So I guess we'll have him do that as a priority. Well, I continue to get some weird errors. Hopefully this is going to prove doable. I might just have too many mods in. That's not good. Order resource harvest. Get it going, guys. See this. What is this about? It's about the husky. It's about... Well, they got most of the rice harvested. And we should be set for meals for a little while. They should probably get this guy butchered up before too long. Those airs just don't stop. I'm trying to track down what the hell's causing it. Seems like when two things walk over each other, or maybe there's a moat floating over one of the animals, or human-like pawns, that happens. We can actually maybe start making some... You see? Husky, it's always the same animal, too. Can go directly to next cell. Null reference. Splat. Somebody's done something that's breaking this, and there's no real indication as to which mod's causing it, or to just drop the mod, but I'm going to have to dig into this. But nothing seems to be disappearing or not working right, so... You know, I think it's probably... Their breath isn't showing. I don't think animal's breath would show, or would it? I don't know, but like it's a non-stop error happening here. Well, whatever. There's no patches involved, so it's all straight up is what it is. Like, it's the core game having problems with the husky. So those are all things that come from the core game. Oh, look at this shit. Can we cast our spell again? Did he go and do his meditation? He did. There's a bunch of these dudes in a pile. I should come down here and wallop the bastards. Some abandoned technology has been found nearby. Nice, we'll take that. That'll get us steel and components, which is going to be phenomenal. You gonna go take that apart for me? Yes, you are. That looks like an old Skaven warp lightning cannon to me. Get that dude. I can't believe you didn't take that. What's your capacity? Let's go check his gear situation. Okay, so since he's wearing really heavy armor and all this other shit, doesn't have much capacity for hauling stuff left. Well, these guys are all bored, so I'm going to start planning out my next move here. You can see what they talk about here. They shared a word about computer games. That's a little bit of an immersion issue there. They shared a word about Ulric and told a joke about billiards. Very nice. They've chatted about swimming, sabers. They're getting to be pretty tight. At some point, we may just have a little fun time between these two, and that's going to be most entertaining. Cheers to all the patrons: Arcus, Invictus, Ilya, Ermakov, Zazzle, Hemlock, Mike Ferrero, Natazil, Dimitri, River Kid, Garrett, Chew on Disc, Excelsior, Thauburn, Bo Wyatt, Josh Grace, Shiggy, Cobra Samurai, Viking, Brandon, Tyrant, X Typhios. How much meat do we have? Is it? There was a cold snap, but alright, we're going to have to kill our dogs because they can't eat, which is unfortunate. Anyway, Josh Grace, Shiggy, Cobra Samurai, Viking, Brandon, Tyrant, Typhios, Dapper Go, Alexander, Henry Wallace, Michael Rakeshaw, Dirtle, Dave, Cornell, Boater, Resock. I think I said Bo Wyatt in there. Yeah, so poor dogs are going to have to go. And we're also going to have to build another research table so we can properly research some Empire stuff. As long as the moods hold, I'm going to try and get some real groundwork type stuff done early. And we should have plenty of wood now to make our Empire table out of wood. I just got all these Empire unique tables added, so I'm pretty stoked on that. I think I finished the last one, which was the magic item crafting table. Why don't we get all these berries harvested as well? Fantastic. Oh yeah, they're going to grow first because that should be top priority. I guess they're not. They're going to go plant cut instead. I don't know why. My UI keeps flickering in and out here. I think there's a button that makes it happen. F11, see? But it keeps flickering on its own, which is a little bit worrisome. I might have to drop Z levels. I suspect that one's going to be the issue. I don't know why no one's building this unless we just don't have enough wood. Oh, we're one... Wait, no, we're not. They're just prioritizing other stuff because they have more important shit on the list of stuff to do. You're going to go rest. You're actually going to haul that back. The Huskies' health needs... The Huskies are going to have to get put down. Architect, furniture, animal sleeping spots. I don't think they're even going to make it over there. Animals, we're just going to close our eyes and put these poor dogs down. So I don't know why there's no small game on the map. those guys should do their own hunting and take care of themselves, but apparently they're just not that bright. I wish we had a geothermal closer to where we were at. We could make a stairway going down and check out the level below this. There's usually some geothermal vents there as well. There's some mineable ground roll over there. That's going to be really handy later on. All right, some sucker's trying to raid us. This should be a lot of fun. He's gonna attack immediately. All right, everybody over here. I think we're just gonna try and flatten him with a spell. Oh, it's pretty short range. Let's see if we can. Oh no, he's beat our elk down. Well, I mean, we'll rescue the elk. It's not gonna die from anything from that club. So, some of these faith magics are broken. What the hell just happened there? The UI is just not. Oh man, they're making hearts at each other too. That's gonna be great. Here he is, and well, that didn't take much. What happened to him? Jaw, torso. It doesn't really. Oh, it doesn't actually say what killed him. I guess he's just dead. His whole body flattened like a pancake. All right. The dogs would have had something to eat had that happened a little bit sooner, so that's unfortunate. The elk got up of his own accord. That's nice. I'm going to not use any medicine on this elk. We're going to get this dude hauled. I'm going to leave that shitty weapon laying there because we don't want that. And you guys can go back to bed. I don't know why no one built this either. Let's see. Who is my constructor? They're both pretty solid now. And they had no skill at first. There we go. You can see I used some of the same items from the top of the table to save some time. Alexander, who is one of the patrons, actually helped out making a bunch of the new work tables for these dudes. You just want to lay by that dead body, huh? That's interesting, I guess. Why don't you go stash him down there? Alright, now we have a mad elk situation. There it is. Josh, you distract it. You get ready to pound it with Ulric's hammer. Let's put it in slow-mo here. Slowest. Well, that was alright, yeah, so that spell pretty much stops anything in its tracks. Maybe I should make it not renew as fast. Right now it's at 120 seconds. Feedback's welcome. Like, this mod is still in development. That's part of why I'm doing this playthrough, is to get that shit tested so I can do what makes sense for that. And if that is definitely occurring a little too frequently, it's definitely broken. I told you that when we started. What are you putting over here? No chunks, buddy. No chunks. Where are you going? Cleaning rock rubble. Okay, we need to set up a cleaning zone as well. Cleaning mod, one of my faves. Man, you actually just have to set it up. That's all there is to it. Bam. And expand cleaning. I guess we can clean a little bit outside too. Maybe like just this general area where the animals might bleed. And you... Alright, nobody has anything to do, meaning we should do some more research. So let's go and research Empire furniture as well. And this will get us some of the Empire tables. Food binge due to awful barrack and the mad elk. I didn't even realize the moves were starting to tank out. I don't want these eaten. Please eat the regular meals. Please eat the regular meals. She's not eating shit, actually. What did you just eat? Do you have something in your pocket? Alexander gave a minimal response. These two are totally gonna hook up, dude. This is... Oh, now they're mad at each other for some reason. Because... Are you turning him down? Had to rebuff. Yeah, it's the rebuffs that are turning him down. Well, that's too bad. Well, the last of our dog meat rotted away in storage, so that's fantastic. But we have some rice about yet. And it is still late summer. Decent first year. They slayed one fella. most awesomely. We could eat pretty easily if there's some wildlife around. Go out there and give those guys the business with that spell. It's pretty entertaining to do so. Alright, how can I cover the most? Alright, let's put on slow. This is going to be fantastic. I just redid all the magic effects too. See? So you can see. Oh gosh, that's just broken, right? Too heavy. He can't even haul one of the damn things because of his armor. Josh, can you go over there and haul those guys? I guess not. You can see when he meditates. Also, you can see the game flipping out once in a while, but you can see when he meditates that I keep calling it a he because she's this beefy Ulric pawn, but when she meditates, she glows. Next time I cast the spell, we'll see here. I'll go cast it again. I don't want to destroy anything we might need here. And pow! Alright, now she should go meditate right away. So if there were no light in here, it would be a lot more obvious, but... this little light flash is showing she's gaining something back from it. And we're getting rice, which is fantastic. I could harvest... the game just keeps flipping out. Oh my god, you know what we can do to them? Oh, it's almost too easy. I knew these spells were going to be broken. I just never actually used them in game, so I didn't really contemplate what the effect would be. I think if I smash one, the other's going to get mad. Oh, it totally didn't give a shit. Well, yeah, that's definitely broken. Where are you going with that thing? No, dude. Storage. No animals over here. Come on, butthole. There we go. We need to... oh, there's some animal fat rotting. And we're almost done with our research. First bit of research. I do need to do some planning. I'll probably do that in between episodes. I'll probably leave this guy alone. I feel bad. It feels too easy. Because, like, where's the challenge, right? I do have these guys set to a pretty high value in terms of pawn value. So if we go look at colony value, you should see that our creatures... nah, I mean, it's not insane. Interesting. There's an autosave for you. Well, yeah, food's not going to be an issue with that spell. The other spells, let's take a look at those. So you can do Winter Vortex, which actually effectively creates a freezer, but it times out. And then Wolves of Ulric will generate some wolves that are super beefy and super badass, and they're man-eaters, so they will go nuts and kill things for you. Maybe we could get these guys butchered. Are we out of wood? No, we're definitely not out of wood. Alright, so now we can do furniture for both races. This is the Empire. I forgot that I had already added medicine in for them. Where to go next? I think we need to focus on I want structure. That's actually what I want. So, but we have a ton of shit to do and only 2 people to do it. So maybe I need to reduce like this. I want to make buttressed walls, and I want for Empire to get into a... well, that's pretty cheap, but the actual castle walls are a little more expensive. And then the ones with arrow slits, which work like embrasures, are even more. I guess the outside walls are probably going to be Empire Castle. They're not as strong as the Dawi walls because it just doesn't make sense to have them as strong as the Dawi walls. But it is what it is. Anyways, I had to put a break in for now. So next time I'll see if I can't get a little bit done. Other than just smashing shit with Ulric's massive hammer. Dude, did I not set my clean zone? Oh god, I probably didn't. He's over here like just sniffing around this disgusting body. Awful barrack. Yeah, we have to get the moods online too before this catharsis runs out. Here, our dwarf is actually doing some mining finally. There's a flash storm, which hopefully won't really affect us. Alright, that's it guys. Leave a like, it helps me out. Please consider some support. I spent a lot of time working on these mods, and like every day I'm working on this stuff, trying to get this Empire mod done, just so I can move on to Skaven. So, what the hell? The elk just totally disappeared. It almost looked like when it went over the blood, that's what happened. Something is weird. Like, no, Hilda's joined. We'll consider Hilda next time. I will see you guys.